got your way, yeah.
Oh, hello there!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this swamp. Make yourselves at home, my fairy tale creatures. Today, I'm going to tell you how I stopped hoping to find a job in the gay dev industry. I'm no longer looking for work in the industry. There's no point. All I see is a huge number of responses and a futile hope of being noticed among this teeming mass. It's been 7 months since I left my last job, and it seems that since then, the very idea that you can get a job there based solely on your talent and skills, without a bunch of followers or connections in the industry, has disappeared. I once wanted to be a concept artist. Without art school, without a complete education, just mostly self-taught, I decided that if I wanted something, I would definitely achieve my dream and goal. I got into art college on my first try. I studied for 2 years, saw how everything worked, and left. Because they don't teach art there, they teach you to conform to other people's subjective expectations. I didn't draw at all for several years. Then I came back. I made myself a study plan and just worked 12 hours a day. No days off, no vacations, no creative crises. And I put everything into it, my time, my nerves, myself. My ass went flat during that time. It was a good method of escapism instead of alcohol. I was suffering from severe PTSD and the loss of my mother and home. My stepfather kicked me out almost immediately after she died. In the end, I grew in skill, to the level where I could work. Only there was nowhere to work. My first client was Turkish. He wrote that he was delighted with my portfolio and invited me to join the project. On the call, he was a different person. No delight, only complaints about every piece of work in my portfolio. But I had no choice, so I agreed. I needed the money. Even though he offered a salary of $500 a month. It wasn't much, but it was better than nothing. I worked there for a year. He was always dissatisfied. We redid one drawing every month or two. He put psychological pressure on me, saying that I couldn't do anything. I kept quiet and did my work. Then one day, during another phone call, he just hung up on me. After that, he stopped communicating. That was it. No explanation. The second project was indie. I was already the art director there. I passed the test, got involved, took on technical tasks because there weren't enough hands. I learned Unity on the fly. I wasn't supposed to, but I had to. And so I didn't have enough time for my main job. But then the project management was transferred to another person, a programmer who thought that an art director, an artist, was an unnecessary expense. And I was let go. I understood that this was probably my last job. I couldn't even bear the thought of having to go through the same exhausting job search as before, thousands of responses, hundreds of unpaid tests, and in the end, silence. Or, you're good, but you're not right for us at the moment. Not a single real interview with the team. Either an email at the start or a test with a rejection. I look at the numbers, 1,500 to 3,000 responses to a vacancy for a concept artist, 2D artist, and that's only in the CIS. On international sites, it's scary to even imagine the real numbers. I tried LinkedIn, I tried networking, nothing worked. And at some point, I just let go. I don't want to be part of this system anymore. Where the artist is a tool and our is a filter that nothing gets through. Where you have to guess other people's ideals, which even they themselves don't understand. Where I'm not even sure if they looked at my test or not. And where there's a 99% chance of hearing, sorry, you're not right for us. 4 years of trying, and that's it, damn it. I'm really fed up. I can't keep trying to find a job in game development. I don't have the strength or resources for it anymore. After all, looking for a job is much harder than working. I squeezed everything I could out of myself and got exactly nothing. The outcome does not match the effort I put in. I can't compete with I can't compete with millions of people for one vacancy. I've been unemployed for 7 months. I've crossed a new poverty line. I literally can't afford cigarettes or lunch. But after these long months, I finally understood what I wanted to do, something that doesn't make me sick and doesn't make me feel like I'm selling myself into slavery. I chose something else. Something I've always liked. Since childhood. No bosses, no supervision, no pointless tests. I want to make my own dolls and print them, my favorite characters or my own creations. I will print, customize, and sell them. I just need to earn money for a printer. And start social media, so I have someone to sell to, lol. That way, at least I'll only be dependent on myself. And not on the mercy of some dumb hour chick. Or whoever else. So if you're also experiencing a crisis, job loss, disappointment, you're not alone. I send you my warmest regards, my friends. These are only temporary difficulties, and we will overcome them. By the way, you can support me on Boosty. You can subscribe, donate to a cause, or simply make a one-time donation. Thank you all. See you soon.